Nocturne mid's being played, he can cast the entire game by himself. It's a Karthus! That's a Karthus lock here for Kira in the mid lane as well. Sion
harass Diamond Prox here.
Not quite get to the blast gun. Diamond Prox tries to turn it around with the fear. Oddie flees away in terror. Kira the first one to react as well, and Oddie has the flash, but the exhaust comes out. Diamond Prox with the flash of its own. Burst blood to Kira, and the double buffs as well.
Exactly, the double buffs go over. Oddie's actually here to kind of stop this.
No flash, there's the pillar as well. Saya uses the heal very early on, but Kira tries to turn it back around. The flash comes out from Saya. Oddie gets the kill. And should be able to dodge the Skittles! Delicious, delicious death in the mid lane.
Hit you with the 3 shots, and then the 4th shot is like basically you're getting extra AD with the automatic crit. Hold on, though.
Shockwave into knock-up here from Dural, and Kira, that's what you have to do to shut down a mid laner who doesn't have the flash and the exhaust up. Oh. Edward steps forward.
Oh, the black shield used!
Turn him around, the black shield's already been used, as you say. Here comes the curtain call. Requiem as well. Paranoia not in range. Whee! Out of sight, here he goes, right onto the back line. Gentix goes down, Diamond Prox gets away. And Gambit execute their bot lane dive.
Yep, they really want that, especially since he's not going for tier or anything like that. He has the lost
the bottom lane as well. Flash away from Edward, but the chase is on. The ace comes down. Edward not in a good spot at all. Eventually will fall to White Lotus. And R7 put their 3rd kill on the map.
Yeah, that's 4 people down in the bottom lane. They're going to try to force this turret down. You talked about it where it becomes harder to get this turret once the Nocturne has the ultimate. And this turret was already half HP.
Oh, they're just diving straight on towards that backline. Requiem not enough though, and Diamond Prox falls. Teleport coming in, and the Ornn cancelled straight away. But they
down bottom, looking for another play.
Has now been spotted out. There's the Requiem. The damage onto Lotus is devastating. However, they do get Edward in response. 4th shot's going to come out here. Gentix dodges to the side, but Diamond Prox had the smite down and is able to capture
bottom lane. They didn't crack the bottom tier 1 turret. They can't get out of this matchup just yet, and now they have to keep kind of suffering through it.
Oddie flashed away here. Call of Fortune's going to come out as well, knock him up. There's another kill for Gambit. Oddie just way too overextended.
They're making him pick turret
or Steos, and Steos wins out for the moment. Paranoia comes out as well, long range, captive audience will catch him out. White Lotus there as well, the flash, Gentix down to the Requiem, goodbye! Steos actually steals the kill in the end. Diamond.
No, the heal comes through, they get first turret. Gambit off to a fantastic start.
And that's what they've been building towards, getting their first tower, a 2,000 gold lead as well. Yes, Dural is trying to answer it in the top lane, but they get their 2nd Ocean as well off the back of this. Gambit, so many objectives, a domino effect just from continuously ganking White Lotus and Gentix.
And we had talked about it at the start. When you asked me about the compositions, what is Gambit going to try to do? They could go anywhere, but the bottom lane is the big juicy point that they really want. Rainbow 7 will walk past that mid lane point. There it is.
Slightly Diamond Prox. There's the Requiem as well. They're all in darkness, and Diamond Prox doesn't even go in. Ooh. Just accepts that the darkness comes out. If they can get away from them without losing a player, they're very happy.
Yep, bottom turret's going to go down, so that's actually Rainbow 7 use objectives as bait. So you expect Rainbow 7 to, if they want to get back in this game.
They go, but if the Paranoia's down when the Requiem's up, or the Flash is down when all the ults are up, then you can delay them from making that optimally.
They never get to fight. That's kind of what's happening with the summoner spells and the abilities here.
Paranoia coming out though, there's the Requiem, and it's all combining for them. Look at that backline get shredded! Gentix goes low, Saya goes golden as well, but Kira's here for the fight. Teleport coming in, look at the wall of pain. The curtain call comes out as well, great shockwave from Saya, but Saya is the first to fall now in the midst of it all. Dural not in good shape at all, gonna get taken very low. It manages to escape for the moment, but Lodic is having none of that. Flash forward, get the kill, and Gambit get 2. Thanks, check out Oddie.
And I don't think he can make it in there. You see that Edward is saying, nope, nothing to do with that. He finds Oddie in the jungle.
Even ignites him.
He's dead.
Long range deadly flourish, great binding will slow him up, but Edward is just like, okay, AD carry can't get it, I'll take the kill.
Rainbow 7 was in their group.
And Rainbow 7 are on the cusp of going 1 and 2 after being the favorites in the group, falling behind. Just coming into this team as the rookie and is really stepping up, willing to make the aggressive plays when needed, willing to be defensive when needed as well. You see Oddie come down towards this bottom lane, maybe we'll see a bit more aggression from Gambit in the mid. Call of the Forge God comes out, there's Paranoia as well, just diving on towards Gentix and White Lotus, a double with the Requiem, and Gambit are absolutely shredding through Rainbow 7. They have found the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and it is looking mighty pretty for them.
And they're going to keep pushing up here. Kira's going to get that bottom side of the map, and man, that presence of mind. He got 3 procs of presence of mind there. The ultimate cooldown for that should have been 95 seconds. It went down to 40. He almost has his Karthus ultimate back up. 25 seconds on that.
That is absolutely disgusting. They're pushing in the mid lane for the inhibitor and bot at the same time. Inhib falls mid, Inhib will fall bot as well, and Gambit can just reset off this if they want. They don't need to close the game out yet, but if they catch Sayer, they can. Unable to get the final connection.
And as White towards that top side of the map. And I think they'll just do it again. Just throw out the Karthus ultimate, chunk out White Lotus, who can't match up because of the way the Gambit played the early game.
No one incentive to facilitate him either. The Requiem comes out and Empire is reborn. Loaded gets the kill. The curtain call coming out from the long range as well. Genfix trying to dodge away to the side. Diamond Proc sacrifices himself, but really all Gambit want is this inhibitor. Kira will join up with Lodic and the rest of the squad. They should be able to take this one down pretty easily. Stales is tanking it up. Jirol trying to get him from the side.
This composition is literally 4 people pressed R at the same time. Kira's going in.
Kira flashes in onto White Lotus, does die in the end. No Requiem for him from beyond the grave, but they just want this inhibitor. Maybe Gambit are pushing a little bit too hard with this man disadvantage. Lodic not quite able to get a final shot, does get it in the end. The binding doesn't connect off towards the side. Lotus low, but he can push forward into this fight. Supers in the side waves. Kira can split push. Diamond can split push if he wants. Stales can split push if he wants. Should be an easy closeout. Gambit knocking on the door of 3-0 on day 1. There's the Requiem as well. White Lotus shielded up through it, and he loses half of his health. There's the call of the Porch God as well. Call opens up, Diamond Box on the backline, but he is caught out. White Lotus still alive in this fight, as is the Nexus Tower, and Kira's up towards the side. Remember, the Shockwave is available here. It's going to catch out onto Kira. Stamos, Lodic, and Edward pushing onto the Nexus, though, alongside the Super Minions. This should be it for Gambit. Just need Lodic to auto-attack that Nexus. One more shot will do it, and Gambit go undefeated on day 1 here at MSI.
And Diamond Prox pops out of his seat. Absolutely elated. This is redemption for him from the world's performance. The 0-4 that Gambit suffered. The fact that they